Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Tom from UDS with another edition of UDS Interviews, our series where we chat to interesting people from around the world. Now, my guests this week are a band that are just as good at writing evocative, heartfelt lyrics as they are at crafting riffs that could literally melt your face off. And their latest album is the perfect example of this. And here to talk all about it, it is my pleasure to introduce Bruno and Prosper from arguably the most handsomest band in the world today, Insolvency.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys too. How are you doing today? How are you both?
Man, we are really excited, you know. The album is soon out, so it's really cool. We have two video clips out, so yeah, we're just really excited for to release the album.
Awesome. Well, my first question goes to you, Prosper, because you're quite new to the band. You joined at the end of 2021. How are you finding it so far as part of Insolvency?
Yeah, it's really great. Insolvency is a kind of old band because they made their first album, and they have a lot of experiences. So yeah, I joined the band because. I'm a drummer, so I play drums, and I'm trying to be a professional musician. So I have a couple of projects, and I do a lot of different music, but I'm really a metal head in my heart. So it was nice to horns up. It was nice to get back in a big project playing metal music, and so far it has been really great. I did. The drums for the new album, so that was really cool. And it was also my first experience to do video clips, something like that, this interview too. So that's great.
Cool.
So so far it's really cool, and I'm glad I can help the band to make their new music.
Awesome. Well, we'll talk more about music in a second, but I want to get to know the person and the people behind the music first. And to do that, I have to ask the serious questions. And that is, if each of you were a type of sandwich, what kind of sandwich would you say best represents you as a person and your personality?
If you want to go, Bruno.
Okay.
That's a hard question.
That's a hard question, but personally, I like a lot of things. I like to mix a lot of things. I can go spicy, sweet. So I like sweet spice all together, and I like good cheese. I like a lot of things. I can mix anything I like. Sorry, maybe that might be theoretic, but I like too much things to name anything. Yeah, so I mix anything I like.
I mean, you sound delicious. What about you, Prosper?
I think it would be first with a French baguette.
Of course.
Nice meat in there with a lot of cheese. Kind of a beefy thing. I don't know if it represents me, but
I mean, you could say that a lot of your drum work has got a bit of beef to it, like is very, very, very meaty. So yeah, I like it. Great choices. But as much as I could talk about food and sandwiches all day, we should probably talk about the new album, which is Illusional Gates, which is out in just a couple of weeks, dropping February 18th, if I've got my dates correct.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, exactly.
So what can people expect from this record? Big question.
A lot of things. We're happy to have two great artists that fit to our album. We had Brian Kirby from Fit for a King, and also CG from The Art Is Murder. So that's part of the surprise people can find. And we also worked a lot on the production, on the writing. we tried to improve the process compared to our first album. So that's our second album. So a lot of surprise. I can say a big slap in your face.
Very cool, very cool. So how you mentioned that this album is sort of, you know, an evolution from your previous work. Was there any differences in your process this time around compared to the first record?
Je vais parler, Prosper.
Yeah, vas-y.
Maybe we took more time because of the lockdown and our previous drummer left the band, so we had more time to think about everything. We had more time for writing, for trying. We made a lot of demo by ourselves before we went to production. So we were careful to be more efficient, to have more personal lyrics. Okay, so I was saying our bass player and vocalist put a lot of efforts on writing and also writing lyrics, very personal. So we went deeper to anything we could do previously in every aspect.
Would you agree, Prosper?
Yeah, of course. I think Pierre is really the one that comes in with the big picture of the song. You know, he has really like a good composition skill. You know, so he's really good on that. And I think then the band, you know, for my side, I would focus obviously more on the drums. And when I joined the band, sorry. The most of the songs were already written, you know, so I just had to put a bit of me in the song, you know. But yeah, I think everyone has his own word to say about the songs, you know. It's why we are a band, you know. So I think it's really important. But yeah, really, Pierre is the one that, you know, gives the big picture, and he has a lot of great ideas. Not only in the music, but also with the visuals. And, you know, we try to, you know, discuss a lot together and make it great for everyone, you know.
Cool. Because you touch on these themes and sort of the emotions that have gone into this record, and I'm sure Pierre brought a lot of this. But I was reading that a lot of it came from, you know, the experiences of lockdown and the pandemic and everything like that. And from your perspective, playing these songs, do you feel like there was it's quite therapeutic? Do you feel like playing these songs helps you to express these emotions that you've been feeling, that a lot of us have been feeling over the past 18 months or so?
Yeah, of course. And I think it's probably the main theme of the album, because we, you know, with the Illusional Gates and all that. So it's really about, you know, all the dreams you have, playing music, being a band. Which is not an easy thing to do, but it's really rewarding when you do, you know, like this album, all the things we do. So it's really cool. And yeah, I think the band really evolved in its sound, going through all of this, you know, not being able to play live shows for a long period of time, you know, not because in 2020, we're not really sure about what is going on, or are we able to, you know, go to a live show? Maybe, you know, it was really kind of scary moment. So yet be able to, you know, get this album out, and yeah, we had to fight a little bit through this pandemic to make it work. So, but you know, at the end of the day, it's really rewarding. So it's cool.
Absolutely. I think the phrase people say is that bad times and pain produces the best art, and I definitely feel like this record in some way has benefited from dark times, and it has produced one hell of an album, and I'm really excited for other people to hear it, because I've been lucky enough to get a sneak preview beforehand, and I've been listening to it a lot. It's great. I love it. But one of the other things you just mentioned was live shows, and the fact that we haven't been able to go to as many as we would like. But what is the situation out for you guys in France? Have you got any live shows planned? Is there anything in the calendar for 2022?
Yeah. We have 2 upcoming shows. So one in a festival and one with two other bands, which is more of a local show, but it's really cool. And yeah, Bruno.
Yeah, we're still waiting for some answers about that, but we will announce later what we'll be able to do. But yeah, we have a few local shows to go for now. Yeah.
Awesome.
We hope, obviously, we hope very big things, but maybe we need to wait a little bit for that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, I will cross my fingers that you guys can come over to the UK, because then we can have a beer together and do this in person, which will be pretty cool.
Yeah, of course, man.
Absolutely, that'd be cool. But one thing that we've all been able to do a lot more during the past 2 years is consume a lot more media. So watching more movies, playing video games, and everything like that. So with that in mind, if you could have one of your songs featured in anything, whether it be in the soundtrack to a movie or a video game or anything like that, what would be your dream thing?
Yeah, that's a cool question. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I think something epic, you know. Maybe I would say, you know, the video game Doom.
Oh yes.
They already have like a crazy soundtrack, so I don't think it's better, you know. But if I would think of something related to that, but I mean, the music of Insolvency is kind of really wide, you know. We don't have always really brutal songs, so I think it would fit in a lot of different kind of stuff, you know. But the first I'm thinking in my head is Doom, because it's just killing monsters and it's badass.
Yeah, I mean, that your entire album could be a soundtrack to killing aliens and demons, and that's what I want from my metal album, so I love it. But yeah. What about you, Bruno?
My answer might be very basic, but I like let's say action movies like Fast and Furious. I like cars. I like the atmosphere, and so I think it could fit well into a race or something nice.
Yeah, I like that one too.
That would be my choice.
Now I want to see the crossover where the Fast and Furious actors are in Doom. I want to see Vin Diesel shooting some demons. So, all with your music naturally providing the soundtrack. I think that would be the perfect combination.
Of course, man.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Maybe one day.
Hopefully. I cross my fingers. I'll get them on the phone. But obviously we've talked about you know, some live show plans, and the album's out in a couple of weeks. But is there anything else that you guys have got planned in 2022 that you can share with the world?
We're working. After the album will be released, we might release again music videos. So we'll keep promoting the band in any way we can. If it's not live show, it will be new songs to be promoted with videos. So we'll be there anyway. You'll hear of us.
Exciting. Well, that is pretty much it for what I've got to ask you guys. I have one more question, and it's about as silly as the other questions I've asked you. So prepare yourself. And that is, we are UDS, which stands for Upside Down Shark. And it's a very, very silly name. We thought it up many years ago, but it's too late to change it now. But with that in mind, what are your favorite sharks? And they could be real. They could be fictional, so they could be a shark from nature or a shark from a movie or anything like that. But what would you say your favorite shark is?
Well, personally, I have one. It's like a prehistoric shark, I think. It doesn't exist anymore. And it's called the Megalodon.
Oh, yes.
So it's like, you know, a shark dinosaur, which is so big and badass, you know, to stay in the metal kind of.
It is the most metal shark, I think. So yeah, great choice.
So that's what I'm thinking about now.
Absolutely. What about you, Bruno?
That's a very hard question.
You have good questions, you know.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's a great question, but I'm not expert in shark. I'm really sorry.
That's okay. You could.
I'd prefer maybe dolphin.
I mean,
But let's say a dolphin with some shark teeth.
Yeah,
Oh, that's terrifying because they say that dolphins swim as a group. They don't go by themselves.
yeah.
So a swarm of dolphin sharks sounds terrifying. So they are two very metal choices. So I appreciate both of them.
Plus, it's a really clever animal.
Oh,
so.
yeah. I mean,
Terrifying.
if dolphins had teeth like a shark, I think we'd be doomed. I think the human race may go extinct. So, you know, it's a good job that isn't the case. But as I say, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to chat. I've had an absolute blast chatting to you. I do have one more question for you, and it's the serious question. And that is, until people can find you guys at a show or, you know, see you in person, where can people find you online?
Well, we are on all social media. Most of it is Insolvency Band. So Insolvency as the word. We are on Instagram, on all streaming platforms, Facebook. You can find us on YouTube. So we have 2 new video clips, which are not old. So you can check that out. It's pretty cool. And so, yeah, basically every social media, if you tap Insolvency, it's pretty straightforward. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. And as I say, thank you again for taking the time to chat. And if you do manage to get over to the UK anytime soon, the beers are on me.
Of course, man. We'll bring French food for you.
Very excited. Very excited.